behind this is because I'm short on time, is I'm trying to exert myself in as short space of time as possible, as quickly as possible, by hitting up as many muscles as I can, lifting as heavy as possible. Now, of course, you want to do this in good form, make sure you're well warmed up, like I mentioned before, but an easy way to get more work done on the body in a short space of time. So, for example, if you're cut for time, you're only like 15 minutes to half an hour, it's not going to be very valuable for the body in terms of getting the most out of that time by just walking on a treadmill, or just doing a nice steady run, or maybe just doing some arms, or even some sit-ups, things like that. If you're tight on time, the idea is to exert yourself as much as you possibly can in that time. So if we go back to those examples I just listed, if you're thinking about doing a walk instead, or even a light run, if you normally do light runs and normally do walks, and you're not, like we were saying before, about pushing yourself to the extremes to allow the growth to happen, again, like I mentioned, you know, and I hope it goes without saying, but I'll keep reminding you that that whole process got to be progressive. You don't want to kill yourself from day one. But constantly trying to get fitter and stronger over time by progressing with your weights and your training, that's important for growth. So if you're short on time, you're just going to do something you normally do, then it's not going to do anything more to help, really, is it? So you want to be doing, for example, if you're, instead of doing the walk or the light jog, go and sprint on the treadmill. You know, sprint, max yourself out so you can't do any more, and then slow down and rest for a little bit, recover, and then sprint again. Or even try and, if you're going to do a run, you've got 15 minutes, instead of doing a normal steady run, why don't you try and beat that 15-minute run and make it the fastest run you've done? So you're working harder, okay? Same in the gym, instead of just coming to do a little bit of arms or a little bit of abs for the sake of doing something, it's not, you know, it's better than doing nothing, by all means, of course it is. But pushing yourself, maxing out that time by doing making it as hard as you possibly can and trying to push what you've done before, crucial. It's going to be much, much better for you. So not only am I burning a lot of calories in a short space of time by lifting heavy, especially on the deadlift, because you're using more muscles than any other exercise. You know, if you take the bench press, for example, I'm just using the upper body there. The rest of my body is totally deactivated lying on the bench. Same with any machine, anything, right? This just is a monster of an exercise. You're picking a heavy weight up off the ground, you're engaging more or less your whole body to do this exercise. So you use a lot of energy, i.e. a lot of calories, i.e. a lot of stored body fat over time for energy, right? So I'm going to max this out as much as I can, and then I'm also going to do some heavy bench presses as well, just to get a little bit, because this exercise hits more like, really, it targets the whole posterior of the body, the whole back of the body. And I like to challenge myself on the bench press as well. I like to do it, and if I can go heavy on there, I know that the whole of my body is feeling good, and I've pushed it. And again, it's just about pushing the limits a bit, especially if you've got short space of time. So let's see how 110 goes. Oh, it's quite smooth actually. Can definitely go heavier. That's fine, that was just a little test. So, oh, fuck, that hurts your hands like. Jeez, I think we're gonna choke on. Right, so that was 110.